Oh god, where is this going? Where is this going? Don't take this advice. Generic intro, and that goes me here, back with another Incognito mode video, and today we're doing weapons, which is certainly interesting to me, but I don't know who's going to be in this video. The last Incognito video I did was actually Future, which JonTron was in. I actually just recorded a JonTron video. It's going to go live an hour after this video, I believe. Patrons already have that because they get the videos day early, just like these people right down here. $2 a month get you all my reaction videos a day early. Shout out to them, because it wouldn't be possible to make all these videos if it was not for them. I do read all your comments, whether you're a patron or not, whether you're subscribed to that, but I hope you are subscribed so you do not miss future videos. And I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers before my birthday in July. But this is going to be weapons. I'm not sure why there's a nun in the background. I don't know who's on the little ninja stars there, because it seems like all this, like, No Time for Breakfast has somebody else in it. So I'm guessing Incognito mode is like a collaboration channel. I'm not really sure. I'm really looking forward to it. I read all your comments, like I said, so definitely leave them down below. I hope I can make your day just a tiny little bit better. But let's go ahead and jump into weapons. Actually, don't jump into weapons. Let's watch the video, or start the video on weapons. All right.
Weapons.
Yes.
Weapons. Am I
A tank?
good with a weapon?
Oh.
Yes. Am I carrying weapons on me? Always. Pistols at sunset. The bullets.
I'm not
going
gonna
to
show mine, but
aha! Check out this weapon I just made. Stay still. Predator missiles.
Oh.
They're working in league with the torpedoes.
Yes.
Tactical airstrike. Why? What's air supposed to do?
Live firing.
All this and more on this episode.
Who's gonna be on this episode?
Battlefield. Get it? Sorry if I sound weird. It's because
Who is that?
I went to the Asian supermarket today.
Yeah.
Because we bought some AstroTurf.
Fake grass.
Yeah, I didn't want to take care of it, so we AstroTurfed some of the backyard, right?
Mm-hmm.
It
Okay.
looks like shit. Anyway, the neighbor's cat has started shitting
Aw.
on the AstroTurf. What am I gonna? I can't just kill the neighbor's cat. I don't think I can get away with that. I didn't want to get into it with the neighbors either. Excuse me, do you know you've got a cat and it shits on like?
You can't police a cat in
No,
the
you
same
can't.
way that you can a dog.
That's right.
Cannot.
Cats are a law unto themselves.
So I went to the Chinese supermarket, right? Because obviously
My
the thing
cat's
to do
actually
is
going to the vet
buy
right now.
about 3 liters of chili oil and then fill a weed sprayer with it and then just start spraying the whole garden in chili oil to the point where it just kind of turns red and then it starts trying to take a shit and then it goes, oh god.
It turns the grass red, or it turns the shit red, and you're hoping that this is gonna like scare the cat. So something's going wrong here.
He just looks at it.
So, you know, the grass is looking a lot redder than it usually does.
Wait, this is the AstroTurf. So
Yeah.
you essentially just dyed fake grass red.
Yeah,
pretty
instead
much.
of having
And,
to keep
you know,
up
the
with
whole place
normal
reeks
grass.
chili oil. And if the cat shits there anyway, then boy, is he going to have won this war.
Could you not have just let the shitting continue? And
No, it's an outrageous amount of shit. He's taking
Oh.
like 3 shits a day. Like he doesn't even
Wow.
keep it to the sort of back of the property where you wouldn't notice it. It's like right on the front. That's the first thing a guest would see. And then we've got a cat,
Greeted
and
by
so
it.
people think, oh, you guys are just fucking dirty. Why don't you clean up after
It's like
yourself? No, you don't.
Indoor cat.
So anyway, that's the reason I went to the Asian supermarket, and while I was there was some sour candy.
Ooh.
That's the full story of why I'm eating sour candy.
Okay, that's something.
So you've seen the gay bomb, right?
I've heard
The
of it.
what?
I'm fascinated by it naturally because it was theoretical, right?
Yes.
I love that Simon Fisher has put a rainbow.
I think
gay
the
bomb.
chief
That's
idea
actually a color
behind it
blast.
was, okay, you make your
That's on
enemy
some sports
uninhibited,
sports cards,
and
Prism.
extremely
MCU.
aroused, and then they are more likely in a non-combat situation to start doing it with each other. It wouldn't work in a fight. No one's gonna go, oh,
The
I'm just too
adrenaline.
horny to fight, and they just start running at their own men in the other direction. But maybe it's a permanent change. You've got your wife back home and your kids. What if you come home gay? Sorry, honey, I gotta be my true self now.
This
I don't
might
think it really works
backfire,
like
because
that.
it might make the opposing
Or maybe
army,
they'll
like even
realize?
more bonded
I
with
don't-
one another. Because now they're just like, I gotta save my
Yes.
dude because like,
I mean,
he's great.
I was gonna make a Navy joke,
Have this like super elite gay army.
It's just you and me, skin on skin.
even though I know I have Navy viewers.
That are just so loyal to one another that they are unstoppable.
Just like rolling in rainbow camouflage. Everybody's just like super afraid of them.
But guns, that's a lot of them.
What about guns? Have you ever fired a gun?
Yeah, only a rifle. Yeah, I thought it was pretty neat.
When I was in America, I made a beeline for the gun range.
Pew,
Yeah.
pew.
Went full hog. I wanted to see what it was
Oh,
like.
dead shot.
Yeah, it really made me feel
Suicide
like a
Squad.
man.
People do say that, though, you know, a bit dismissively, but there must be something absolutely instinctual about holding a weapon. You'll sort of notice it when if you ever go for a hike and you pick up a stick that just feels really well weighted to hold, and you could use it like a weapon. I do find myself like naturally carrying that around and just sort of feeling
Well, I mean, it's
good
just
about
the
it.
Yeah,
guys
it's the
being
ultimate
guys.
tool.
Just
Yeah,
kind of like,
there's something
that's a nice
about
stick.
that. In the past, the ones that pick up a pretty good stick and just walk around with it survive a lot more.
Absolutely.
They're so loud, though.
Oh god.
I can't stand how loud they are.
Well, it depends on
Silencers
the
are
round.
banned in most states,
Yes.
I think.
Well-
and it seems to me like the reason that legislation's
expensive.
come into place is
need a
because
bunch of permits.
everybody watches the movies and thinks that a gun with a silencer on it sounds like
Yeah.
I
yeah, like it's in
mean-
Hitman, but it's actually just there so you don't go fucking deaf.
Yeah.
It's still
some of them are really
loud.
quiet. Yeah, well,
I suppose you wouldn't be able to recognize
I don't know
that
what round
sound
that is.
so regularly.
No. Can you silence a shotgun? Oh, you can. Actually, adds a degree of style to it. The silencer is a bit like adding a mustache to a gun.
Yeah.
Kinda like,
Does make
nope,
it look a
no
lot
gun here.
cooler. You got to admit that much. Like
Oh,
that
definitely.
lame.
Oh.
Hey,
I mean,
that's like immediately cool.
we also can't really
I even think this
conceal
becomes more
that.
handsome
Yeah,
between
look.
shots, you know.
Play it again. I'm going to close my eyes and just... This is a welcome to America's favorite game show.
What, guess the gun?
Silenced or unsilenced?
Silent.
Alright. Well, that was definitely silenced.
Yeah. I mean, it's also if it's like
It
a
sounded
subsonic
like
round.
no, but I couldn't really tell.
Oh,
Okay,
223.
how about this one?
Okay, that's what my AR is.
That is definitely not silenced. That is full hog.
Interesting.
Silenced.
Okay, all 4 of those were silenced.
Ah, you tricked me.
I did.
You correctly guessed that it was
I don't know who
behind
this
a
guy is.
pillow.
That's a bloody good one, isn't it? Because that wouldn't silence anything. I mean, it might make it quieter for the person who's getting shot. Why the hell else would that work?
I'm just gonna put the pillow on so it doesn't hurt your ears.
Thank you.
I
Hello.
don't, would it? Oh, Demolition Ranch. What's going on, Matt?
120.7.
I like the idea that off screen it's just like someone tied to a chair.
Yeah.
So now we'll use the pillow. All right, Jerry.
Jerry?
Jerry.
Is that who he's got tied up?
Yeah.
What's the deal with airplane peanuts?
Oh, yeah.
But it only went up to 102 decibels. 120.7.
So it actually worked?
CNN goes fully semi-auto.
This is the AR-15.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of people will buy this just because it's cool.
Why else would you buy a gun?
Is it illegal to look cool now?
I mean,
is that what they're
that's-
saying?
I'm sorry, I really
AK-47.
dislike the sort of moralistic tone there of just like some people just buy this gun to be
No,
cool.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
very.
of
The
course.
platform's
Isn't
really
that the reason
good.
for half the things we do? You buy a slightly nicer car, or you cut your hair a certain way.
Did you just get that haircut to look cool? Yeah, man. Fuck off.
The defining characteristic of the AR-15 is the speed and power of the bullet.
That whole defining
What?
feature of a bullet is that they go fast and are powerful.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
it's no good if it
it's a
bounces right off.
rifle round.
I do
I
like,
don't think there's
who
anything
fired
particularly
this bullet?
special about.
Like, what the hell happened here?
It looks like a classic like GoldenEye N64 bullet hole as well. It's classic.
You fire too
Oh,
many and these
yeah,
ones
yeah.
start disappearing.
It's-
Alright, ordinary things. Let's do gun lessons from people who also don't know much about guns.
Oh, no.
But I know a
Those
little bit.
people.
Do you know what the difference is between automatic, semi-automatic, pump action?
Yes.
Pump
That's not
action
spell
is
action.
the one that where you've got
I
to sort
know.
of like jerk the gun
Didn't I spell
off
it?
before it'll fire again.
What about lever action?
Automatic's more like
And
Yeah, one trigger pull, one bullet.
an automatic is like
Yeah, you hold it down and it goes all over
and
the
very
place.
expensive.
If I wanted to fire this on full semi-automatic, all
What
I
is-
do is
what do you
refire it.
mean?
I will probably.
What does that mean?
What do you have a bump stock on it?
Like that.
how do they both look like Tim Cook? He looks like Tim Cook and Mike Pence had a baby.
That's sweet. I don't like the way I can see the outline of his nipples through his shirt. I kind of feel like for the news, just where, like, I don't.
Do you find it erotic? Can you not focus?
It's
Yeah.
the,
What I
it's
find
the
distracting
attack.
is that one seems much lower than the other.
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's a weapon designed to inflict maximum damage.
It's a weapon.
That's
It's
what
a
the
gun.
50 BMG is for.
Not enough people.
Oh god, the NordVPN.
So much of their private data is out in the open. I have to show everyone why Nord matters.
Oh, is he?
Just along for your plan.
He's Spider-Man? But it's not even Spider-Man music. Isn't that like Indiana Jones music?
Store his with history. That guy is gay. He's not buying that for his dog.
Oh no!
It's COVID.
Sorry, wrong building.
Wrong building.
Chinese spy.
Oh, I don't know who that's supposed to be. Or just random person.
Yeah, I'm
Nice
just tired
restaurant.
of being
Did you
single,
find some cream for that rash, Sarah?
What? This is a really good demonstration, though.
Up and away.
Oh
Looks
no!
like I'm too late to save you hundreds of dollars with
That's-
region-specific pricing.
Well, how does
on
he even come up with this?
funerals. Why?
Why?
I couldn't let you expose my secret.
What?
That I actually enjoy playing Field of Tanks mobile.
Wait, what? Say Field of
Goodbye.
Tanks?
You could have just used Nord, nobody would have known.
Will Nord survive?
Probably.
Will the sponsorship contract be renewed?
I would imagine so.
Find out next time on. Also, get a huge deal off 2-year plan, plus 4 free extra months. Yay!
Oh no! Oh no!
Incognito.
Oh no!
Ad.
Kids and candy.
When I was a kid, there was this brand of sour candy called Toxic Waste.
I remember
Do you
those.
get that in Australia?
Oh,
I've never had
yes.
them.
Yeah.
Came in the little tub. I loved that stuff.
Oh man, I've been addicted to sour candy since I can remember. And of course, you know, the more that you're told that you're not allowed something, the more alluring it becomes. I was about 5, 6. I'd sneak some change from the kitchen counter. I
Gold
would take a
to
bit
add-
of a side route on the way home.
A side route?
Dairy. And sometimes they would have this sour candy. And it was 5 cents a piece. And I'd go in and I'd buy like $1's worth. I'd scoff it all
20
down the way
pieces.
home. One day, I got like $5 worth of coins. They
nobody
gave me, like,
noticed?
50 pieces, and 50 pieces is way too many to finish by the time you get home. So I had like half a bag full. I'm gonna have to hide this somehow. I'll just hide it under my shirt. And I walked into the house
No one
thinking no
noticed.
one's gonna
They
be
noticed.
wiser. And my sister, the first thing she saw, she's like, "What's under your shirt?" I'm like, "Oh, nothing." And I go running to my room. And maybe it was my mom and my dad. I don't know. They come running after. They go, "What is that? What do you got? What do you got?" I then like ran out, and then I just ran to the neighbors. It was like being caught with drugs. And I
But it
knew
was
this
just
neighbor
candy.
kid, and I was like, "You gotta take this. You gotta take this." And he takes it and he hides it under the cushions and the couch in the lounge. And then I walk out the door
Like nothing-
of the neighbor's place. Nothing.
Nothing happened.
It wasn't anything.
Still sweating
The-
from the sour
I wonder how
candy
old he
as well.
was.
When I was a kid, my contraband was violent horror movies and such.
Oh, no.
And I remember one time my dad drove me to a sleepover, and I wanted to bring some horror movies that I had squirreled away in my room.
This is great. Your mum's cleaning your room.
Back
she, like,
when
looks under your
physical
bed
media
and
was
instead of,
popular?
like porno mags. It's just Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, in
and-
fact, that did eventually happen, and I got given a stern talking to.
About
All right,
hiding.
ordinary things. Let me tell you all about
This
the
is
birds
American
and
Pie.
bees.
Oh, gee, pa. Oh, shucks. I don't know nothing about all that business.
Then you take her boyfriend's face and you put it on your face, and that's when you run into the
Face?
room.
Possibly inspired by watching Midnight Express. I like
What?
got the DVDs and like taped them to my torso under my t-shirt.
That was
And I
comfortable.
just sat next to my dad on on the drive there.
So did you get caught?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Oh, what? Isn't there a big square outline on your shirt?
And
I think I put like a jumper on as well.
Ah,
If I recall, actually,
okay.
I remember my dad saying like, "Aren't you warm in that?" I think it was summer and already sweating. What if he catches me with Kill Bill Volume 2 under my shirt?
So did you watch the movie at the place?
Is that
I
like a
don't
horror
think
movie?
People were too impressed.
Right.
Do you want to watch this? Some guy gets his
They're
head
like,
cut
no.
off. No, man. Like, just want to talk about girls and stuff.
We're just trying to have a good time.
Oh, I was hoping
We don't want
that would ruin
nightmares.
all your nights.
Improvised foot weapon?
People get a fake foot, they lose it in a...
Bar brawl of some kind.
Yeah, exactly. So
Oddly
they give
specific?
you a fake foot. So what would you do if you could have like any sort of fake foot become a weapon, what would the weapon be?
Well, how about it looks like a normal foot,
I mean,
but then I take it
Death
off
Battle.
and it's just like one big titanium spike.
Yeah.
You could like twist it off and replace it with other things, like a
Boomstick
snooker
from
cube,
Death Battle?
or you know, one of those like grabbers.
Okay, so this isn't really a weapon, this is a multi-tool.
Yeah, I think so.
You
I
want
would-
like a Swiss Army foot.
Yeah, a multi-tool, multi-foot.
That would be quite good. You're
Yeah.
put in the wilderness or whatever, and then you've just got a whole bunch of tools in there.
It's an
No
inventory.
problem, let me start a fight. I would probably have, it would be a gun, for sure.
This is when you're in the woods, is it? Well, see, well, I'm next to you
Pretty sure
right
it's
now.
in the
I've
anime.
got my multi-tool, and I've just, like, twisted my axe attachment on, and I'm just, like, kicking wood. I'm kicking trees down.
Yeah, I'll shoot you.
Oh,
And then
no.
I'll take your multi-tool.
You won't have the twisty bit.
Yeah, you've got it like a key.
Exactly.
It'll click out of one.
The one of them is
Lock
like
pick-
a
the
wheel
lock
powered by
picking
an engine
lawyer.
that if I just balance on that one wheel, I can like go around like Rosie in the Jetsons.
Oh shit, that would be good.
That would
like
be
those
kinda cool.
wheelie shoes, but it's
I
diesel.
still have a pair of Heelys. I used to wear them in high school, and people
As
would
a,
lose their
someone
mind.
who's completely normal and well adjusted, I have thought about if you were to kill someone, like what would be the best way to get away with it.
Yeah.
You know, people could have these elaborate plans of kill him and I'll like burn the body in the bath. Nah.
No.
The best way is
What?
just to find them on the street, let off 2 rounds, and just walk away, hood up.
Yeah.
No fuss, no muss.
I think you're right. Right. Let's plan a murder.
Brilliant.
Because I don't
Don't-
understand how
don't-
it's done in the
don't
modern
take this
day,
advice.
and someone gets away with it.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm trying to kill you, right?
Cool. Yeah.
So first I have to find your address. I'd have to go to
Oh, ordinary
England.
things?
So now
That's
there's
who that
records
is?
of me searching your address. There's records of me being in the country. I then have to get to your place. I rent a car or I take an Uber, and then all along that route are cameras that are tracking the license plate of the car I'm in. And
Yep.
I've got a phone on me,
Which
and
is
that's
tracking
being
location.
constantly picked up on every cell tower.
Yeah, the first thing you want to do is leave your phone at home.
Yeah.
If you're Ubering to your murder,
I think Google.
like,
Let's say I Uber
Didn't
within
Google
5
recently stop
kilometers
doing
of your
that?
place,
Okay.
and then I just start walking to your place. The whole route is going to have cameras along.
Yeah.
I get to your place, and what do? I like knock on the door, and then you answer it, and then I have to go like bang. Everybody sees.
Look at this dude.
No, okay. That means I need to break into your place. What do you do from there? This is becoming so difficult.
I say
Yeah,
you
don't
got to smash
do
the
it.
window in and make it look like a robbery gone wrong.
Bang. On the way out, I steal the DVDs real quick and just put them in my shirt. Then I guess you just sort of take off running. It'll still be a robbery gone wrong, and so they'll still start tracking these
And
cameras.
then I guess
They'll
it
just
wouldn't be
start
first
following the
degree.
line.
We got him.
I think you're putting too much faith in the CCTV system. I think it is quite fallible. They're not everywhere.
Right. Anyway, point is, it's impossible ordinary things. It cannot be done.
I don't know about that. They're getting away with it.
I just think, you know, if aliens are real, that just completely changes the way everyone sees the world. It'd be amazing.
I mean, it depends
What
on.
do you reckon the alien weapon would be?
Well, the anal probe is the classic. When combined with the gay bomb, it stops being a
that
weapon.
is not a weapon.
stops being a
It's
weapon.
a medical analytical tool.
That's a good point.
Do you reckon
I
they
saw a thing
clean
that was
the
like, is it
probe between
scarier?
analyzing humans?
What's
Depends what the
scarier? That there
aliens
are
doing
aliens
with
or that
the
there
probing.
aren't aliens?
Are they just measuring butthole circumference for their files?
Yeah, what could be done there that wouldn't just be easily done with some sort of alien pill or an X-ray? I reckon they pull out that probe, go, this is fucking disgusting, and then they just shoot everyone up the airlock. They go, another one.
They're all gross.
This is gross. every
What's
time."
on the next one? It's like
I don't know
trying a
what
different
the fuck I'm
pinata
saying.
because you don't like the
Horrible.
You would
candy.
think there would be just as much mouth probing as there would be.
Hopefully not with the same probe.
No. Not in that order either. Old
If you
weapons.
were going into a medieval battle, what's your choice? You know, they're all on a wall. Which do you pick? Which way, Western man?
I've heard a scythe is pretty useless in battle.
A mace, though. I think a mace is good stuff.
Right.
Like, it can bludgeon, it's sharp,
I mean,
it's easy
what
to use.
I don't
What
particularly
techno-
want
what
any
technology
of these,
exists?
to be honest.
That's picky. Wouldn't go with the scythe. Actually, not here for the battle. Just the battlefield is just.
You
in
just
need of a
walk
bit of
around.
training.
Yeah,
So if I
dude,
could
those
have
videos
any
are so
weapon, It would
satisfying.
just be like this.
Sword and
spear?
shield. I mean, it's a classic for a reason.
Let's say you and me, one-on-one, right?
Oh, right.
So I've got the spear, you've got the shield and sword. Who do you reckon wins?
I reckon me.
Reckon?
I just got to bide my time and get you to stick the spear into the shield, and then I'm just cutting your spear in half, and you're done.
Okay,
I
I'm not
don't
sure if
think
that
you're
easy.
blocking anything with that shield.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah, I think I'm
we need
poking
to
at
see
you,
this?
poking at you, and you're moving your shield around, and then I managed to get just a little bit behind your shield at one point, and then I just press in.
You can't get my fingers though. That's cheating.
Let's see, like, spear versus sword.
Spear versus sword.
I
Yeah.
watched that
We can put
video
some money on
actually.
it.
All right. Yeah.
Because I've talked
Oh,
about the
I
spear
see,
being
I see,
better,
yeah,
but
he's
people
sticking
commented
it.
saying
He's
that
gonna
that
try and
wasn't
stick him
quite
good.
the same.
mud crabs more fearsome than you.
I like the
Skyrim
spin
reference.
technique, like so you don't know when it's coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, the charge is the thing. As soon as the spear guy has
It was at this moment that
He
he
knew.
knew. He fucked up.
got you to stop within spear distance,
Yes.
it's game over. Spear wins. The key is not to be spooked by the spear.
Yeah, the comments were
don't
telling me
fear
that
the
that's
spear.
not
Charge
quite.
in like a motherfucker.
Not
He's
quite
half
true.
Dressed like a bank robber and half dressed like a beekeeper.
Now that you pointed that out, give me all your bees. Where's the queen?
The bees are very
Fear the
important.
sting of Bee Man.
That was that a movie? Jason
What do you think
Statham?
of this?
Morning Star.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that'd fuck you up pretty good.
You know what the problem is with this weapon?
It's heavy.
It's got so many points, and they're like, if you hit someone right in the head with it in the heat of battle, it is liable to get stuck, and then you're
That's
in the
true.
situation where you're like trying to pull it out
Absolutely.
of someone's
While
head, and then
other
someone
people
puts
are
something in your head.
That'd be a bummer to clean too. Like this
Yeah.
thing would not go in the dishwasher very
No,
well.
no, it
It's the, like,
wouldn't.
really weak version of this. Like you could have this ball, but instead of spikes, you've got those like fingernail
Bugles?
Cheetos. That'd be pretty good.
I'm trying to think of like a Nerf version of the Morning Star.
I like the idea of this. If it was much smaller,
Maybe it was a
and the head
Nerf
was half the
swords were
size
like
of a golf
actual
ball, and it had these
hard
tiny little
foam like
prongs,
rubber.
it would be exceptional for serving olives.
I've
Yeah,
never had an
that's
olive.
true. I like that.
Right? You could take one of these and then you just put like a dog too on it. And then you just chase people around the battlefield because no one wants to get the dog shit on them, you know?
That's true.
You'll be feared on the battlefield.
It's like when you go to prison. Obviously, I'm not strong. I don't have the option of like going up to the biggest guy in there and punching them. That wouldn't go well.
No.
Your only other option is to just act like
wonder if people
the
actually do
craziest
that.
fucker possible. I have shit on a stick, utterly unpredictable.
That would get
terrifying
you
human being.
If you
Solitary
spill-
confinement.
You know,
You wouldn't be allowed to
This is
play with
funny to
others.
me. If you spill your apple juice
Right.
over the front of your shirt, can you just pop back to your cell and throw on another shirt?
Surely.
Or you're like, oh, that's my only one, and then you have to walk around as the guy with apple juice on the front of your shirt.
They must have a wardrobe. They must have a place where they
Do
put
they?
their pants and socks and toothbrush shivs and all sorts. That's a weapon. The toothbrush shiv.
Prison shivs.
Is that like a little
That's-
Derringer pistol? Sergeant Hal Birchfield.
Oh, everyone had those mustaches back in the... When are they coming back?
I can't really grow a mustache very well, so I'd be a bit upset if that happened.
Oh.
Really?
I have a mustache, but
me-
it's a bit of a Howard Hughes sort of like pencil mustaches.
What do you mean?
Let
People
me
talk
have a
about
look
my
at this.
mustache. My mustache is very
Oh,
thick. It's just
yeah.
See what I mean? I've got what I like
It's
to call
just
the anti
really light.
I can't grow it in the middle.
I don't know
Oh.
if this is racist.
Okay, continue.
Have you ever noticed how people from Eastern Europe tend to have that sort of facial hair? The same sort of
Eastern-
facial hair that you do?
To be honest, I can't say I have noticed that, but I'm willing to go ahead with it.
Serbian man.
All these men have thick mustaches, so I'm not sure your theory
Slavic
holds.
man. Yeah, no, it's all falling apart.
Yeah,
real quick.
that-
I'm
there goes
amazed
that
you
theory.
typed in Slavic man and none of them are squatting.
You know what? This theory sucks. These people will have regular moustaches. I don't know why you proposed it, to be honest. But it's kind of racial and it's not true. While we're on racist things, I've got one more.
Go on. Yeah, please continue.
Have you ever noticed that Asian people...
oh god,
when
where
they
is this
park
going?
Their car
Where is this going?
always park their car backwards into the car space.
That I cannot say
I-
that I've spent
I
enough time
don't think I've seen
observing
that one.
other people parking, let
Here's my
alone
experience, right? I live near a pretty Asian suburb. Right, I love it. I love going down there, shopping there all the time. Where you normally see people parking, they just, drive forward, straight in. But for some
Yeah.
reason, every time the local residents here park, they reverse in. And I'm thinking,
I don't
like,
know why.
is it something they are culturally taught that has some sort of advantage? Okay,
Yeah.
in an emergency, you can drive out faster. Is that what it's about? Is it like, oh, I
But-
want to show off my car? Yeah, look at the front. Much
I mean,
nicer.
it's a safer way to
I'm
park,
going to go
isn't
out on
it?
a limb and say it is representative of a culture that forward plans.
Ordinary things.
Or they're like looking at the
bigot
front of the car.
If you're done with your racist tirade, ordinary things, I'd like to move back onto the topic at hand.
I do have an Asian.
Just because you have an
weapon
Asian
story.
friend does not make you not racist. Wait,
Have you ever been to Cambodia?
No, I haven't.
When I was there back in the day,
Probably closer
I
for-
got in their taxi and the guy
for
was like, "Oh, you're
internet
new
historian.
here?" And I was like, "Yeah, obviously." And then he said, "Do you want to go to the firing range?" And I was like, "Yes." You can use a machine gun. You can use some handguns. I was like, "That's sick." And then he went up a level and was just like, "If you got $200 American, you can even fire a rocket launcher
What?
at a cow."
No way.
At a cow?
Yes, right.
What?
I will admit that the option did intrigue me, but I was pretty broke back then, so and also it would have been a bit gross, and maybe I would have felt a bit ashamed of myself.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, I went. I didn't use the rocket launcher, but I did hock a grenade. Which
Why?
Cow killer confirmed. Oh, you threw a grenade? What was that like?
Yeah, it was great.
Was it spooky?
I was scared. The guy, he could tell.
How's that gone wrong
God,
before?
This
Oh yeah,
nervous
yeah.
Englishman is
Yeah,
gonna
it's right
drop
there.
it into
Yeah.
a shoe or something.
But I also saw the pen where they had
And that's
all
why
the
that
sheep
wall's
and
there.
cows.
Oh no, their little nervous faces.
Why,
I'd
though?
be nervous that like the pin wouldn't want to come out that easily, and so I'd hold it in one hand and then pull the pin, but then I'd also pull the grenade out of my hand at the same time.
I don't really
if
think
you were to
that's
just play football
that
with
big
a
of a problem.
grenade, would it ever explode as long as the pin didn't come out?
I think not, because the whole point, if I recall, the
The
pin
fuse.
is creating a chemical reaction with some like
Yeah,
a piece
no,
of metal that something's connecting.
Yeah. Okay, I've got a better question. You pulled out the pin, right?
Yeah.
Do you think you would be capable of pulling that out with your teeth?
No.
Really?
It wasn't
Really?
quite like a key of a car, but it was like there was a bit more of a
7 to 10
mechanism
pounds
to
of
it.
force.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because I've seen that with, like, you know, there's Tom Cruise at the end of that movie that's on the screen right now, and
That-
he's
I don't
got
know
like
what-
a mouthful of grenade pins at the end, and he's, haha, I've defeated the big bad. And I was always wondering, like, I bet that's not that easy to
They
do.
are
Is
amazing.
I didn't
that
realize you had the expertise.
If I'm completely
War
honest, I
of
didn't
the
really feel like
Worlds?
much of expertise. I could only afford one.
It's funny.
Was he in that movie?
the
That
guy
movie
who's
gave me
editing
nightmares
this,
as a kid.
it's
I never saw it. I
So
remember
he's
that
probably,
scene
like,
though.
laughing at us right now because I'm sure he's got all sorts of experience with like grenades and tanks and shit.
Tanks. I'd like to drive a tank. That
Well,
would,
Whistling Diesel.
wherever lets me do that, that would be sweet.
You can't drive one over a cow. Would you go back to Cambodia now?
Yes, if only for the breakfast. The Cambodian breakfast is exceptional.
Really? Why?
It's like pork and rice, but my god, the pork is absolutely delicious. My core memory of the 3 weeks I spent there was
3
just, like,
weeks in
getting up every
Cambodia?
morning and being like, another breakfast, please, delicious, yum yum.
I gotta tell you, there's no breakfast food that I like, but in like Asian countries, it's
Wait,
like,
you don't like
what's for
breakfast food?
breakfast? Well, like duck and chili on rice with some green beans. Yeah, perfect.
You're setting yourself up for the morning. You should be loading up. The biggest meal of the day should
It-
be in the
it
morning.
should not
That's
be.
when
I think
start
that's
my morning.
actually
I have
incorrect.
Sausage, eggs, bacon, the whole 9 yards. I just get up and cram my little gullet with food.
I also wonder whether it's like the cuisine that is in Europe and in Western societies required so much preparation that there were only certain things that you could get done by breakfast time.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
that
I think in
that
other
could be true,
countries,
yeah.
it's someone's job to get up really early and cook for everyone else. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're trying to say. It's that you didn't drive a tank in Cambodia because they park them all backwards.
magical weapons. Okay, I'm not sure how these are gonna be run.
Excalibur, sword in the stone.
What's
That's
the
the
one
thing.
that's found in a lake with a
That
lady?
is also Excalibur.
Wait, what?
I think one of the stories is that when King Arthur dies, he just like
King
tosses
Arthur
it
dies?
in a lake.
Ah, no man can pull the sword from this stone. These strong men come along and they're pulling at it and smudging up the handle.
And they can't.
Up comes Arthur. Oh, please.
Oh, go on then, sir. Can I ever
Not
go on
super
the sword
familiar
in the
with
jig?
Oh,
King
we'll
Arthur.
all be laughing at you, kid, but go on. I guess he lubes it up and then he just pulls it
Yeah,
out.
it's easy for him. That's the idea, isn't it? That means he gets to be king, which is an interesting system.
Yeah, very interesting.
Governance. I reckon we should go back to whoever's the strongest
That would be
gets to
awesome.
be the leader.
I like that.
Well, not
idea.
even-
once in a
just
while.
to
I do
let
see
a sword
someone
decide.
who's kind of weak and pathetic, and I think, why do you get to be in charge?
I think it should be whoever's the strongest or who's ever
That's-
slept
isn't that
with
the
the
mountain?
most women.
Hey, now you're thinking. But how would you prove that you would sleep with the most number of women in order to become the king?
I just like the idea that a guy would show up and just be like, yeah, I'm running for president, and here is a list of 50 women, you can call them up. Here's a few kids that look
50?
like me for proof.
It's like a bad list of references.
You call them up.
Hey, can I use you as a reference? Yeah.
Well, you run for
Lord.
presidency. Instead of having a sex scandal, he would be like, yeah, it turns out he wasn't having that many affairs.
Oh no!
Oh,
he's
no,
loyal to
not-
his wife. What's going on?
Get him out of there.
How hard is it to put a sword in a stone?
That's a really good point.
That would be
What
much
do you
more
mean?
difficult than pulling it out.
It,
of the
yeah,
stone.
in the
So guy who
sword,
put it
whatever
in
the sword's
there,
made out
that
of.
should be the guy who's the king. Okay, what else we got?
Oh,
for
Merlin
mystical
did it?
weapons? Poseidon has a trident.
Poseidon's trident, good one, yeah. So he can command the sea with that, can't he? He can like
that's
make the
what it
waves
looks like?
move, make the fish fuck each other, something like that.
If your trident controls the ocean, what's the point of like the pointy bit? Like he's not using the trident as well.
I
as
mean,
a
he
weapon,
can, can't
right?
he?
Wait, what's the point of a trident?
That's a good point. Yeah, actually, what has a trident
to
got
have
to do with the sea?
Increase
What
your
is a
chances
trident?
of
Is it
landing on
used for
target.
catching fish?
I don't know.
I never thought about this. Is a three-pronged spear is used for spearfishing.
No way.
Okay.
I guess it does make sense. If you're
probably
like, going
helps
at a
because
school
when
of
you're-
fish, you want as many
Well,
prongs
it's probably-
as you
you're supposed to be
can
out of the
get.
water.
Yeah. What you'd really want is
But
a
also the fish
five-pronged
moves.
spear, right? Because see, this is 2D.
That's a Maserati
Explain
logo.
why is 5 better than no?
Okay, hold on. It goes down like that.
Yeah, I'm with you so far.
Now, if you've got a spear that goes like this, then oh shit, I missed it. Or the fish
But
was
also
over
with the
here,
water,
and so I missed it. So what
makes it
they're
look like
doing
they're
is
elsewhere.
they're making 2 more prongs.
Nice.
But that's only 2D. What you really want
Is to have 'em on
is
the- yeah.
5 because
Yeah, I mean that is superior.
Yeah. The end. Why is still 5 minutes left? Wait, there's 5
I
minutes
think,
left. What?
in contrast to this extremely bloodthirsty and violent episode, we should walk through a meadow, holding hands,
All right.
into the sunset.
Why do they
we'll
draw
do
the
that
back
for
of their
about
heads?
3 seconds until
Yeah.
the editor gets bored.
No,
Yeah.
all right, outro.
Right, first thing I'm going to do is fill in that mustache gap.
No, stop it.
Got
No,
a pyramid
oh,
line
no.
in one hand, and I'm holding your head down with the other.
Oh yeah, well I'm hacking the mainframe, and
Okay,
I'm
the video's
gonna
going
turn
off the
your
rails.
webcam on.
No.
Oh
Everyone,
no!
he's a furry. He's wearing his fursuit now.
How about this, right? I'm going to be an unsuspecting victim, and you are going to be an assassin.
Brill.
With a
okay.
golf
And
club.
if you manage to kill me, then the episode ends. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep rambling.
Okay, well I'm coming up behind you with a plastic bag,
That's-
manhunt style.
I
Probably has a
can't
hole
just
in it.
walk into my house. I keep the door locked.
That's why I kicked it in with my muscles.
I heard that. Now I've run up to my panic room. I'm on
You
the
have a
phone with
panic
the
room?
police.
Don't worry, the police are in my pocket.
Bribed the entire police.
It was easy. Now I'm gonna put some C4 round the corners of your panic room, and I'm gonna blow this bitch up.
Okay.
Button press.
I now open the door with my scythe.
Scythe.
And I begin to sweep at your legs.
And then he's gonna have a
Swish,
sword
swish.
and
Now the
and
hunter
a
has become
shield.
the hunted.
Get away! I'll swat your hand away and pull out a funky-looking knife.
Oh no, it's got dog do on the end of it.
Well,
Get away!
All right.
Get in your panic room.
I'm now running up
Get
the stairs
back
and
in your
doing a
room.
very
Go to your
difficult
room.
action for the editor to keep up with.
Don't worry, I'll make it easier for you by flinging a shuriken into the back of your head.
Yeah, I like the idea that
Oh.
I'm running away, right? And mid-sentence.
We've got to end this episode, and I'm going to end it by
Ragdoll.
ending you.
Okay.
I break down your door, and I start throwing some shurikens at you.
Ah, too late. I have picked up a wooden
Oh,
table. and
what
put
happened to
it
his-
on.
That's
what
okay,
happened to his-
Because that was just my distraction for my real plan, which is to feed you this delicious poisoned apple. You cannot resist its juicy goodness.
I already had breakfast.
Aw.
What did you eat?
It was some duck, some chili, and some green beans from Cambodia.
God, that sounds absolutely delicious. Yeah, I've really lost the appetite for murder. Would
Oh.
you instead like to
Get lunch?
hold hands
Oh.
and have a delicious Cambodian breakfast?
That sounds lovely. Maybe we could kill a cow as well, like you did in
That
Cambodia.
is not canon.
Yeah,
That's
I know,
not
it wasn't a cow, was it a child? A small
What?
Cambodian refugee. They had survived a much worse country and finally made it to Cambodia. The place where they could finally prosper, but then they ended up in a hole, receiving the bad end of a grenade from
Yeah.
ordinary things.
Oh no.
This is rubbish. Let's try something else.
Yeah.
That's
everyone,
not the good
go to your
ending.
computer right now. Type in tickets to Syria.
Comma.
What
Why?
happens if I destroy my passport? How do I renounce my citizenship?
How to buy ammo on deep/dark web.
How to smuggle cash on plane?
Do X-rays detect
Just
LSD?
everything.
They don't. Saved you a Google there.
Wow.
Hey.
What's like a shitty version of Pablo Escobar?
No outro this time.
What?
Video is over.
What was supposed to be on the green screen?
Was there some weird recommended videos there? Well, which one do you want to watch?
We should watch one of my videos on the main
Oh,
channel. I
oh,
like
should we?
watching myself and listening to
Oh,
myself.
oh,
Yeah,
really?
Me too. Is one of my videos in the recommended?
What are
no?
these
Oh, that's fine.
videos?
Doesn't matter.
No, I haven't watched your videos in ages. No. Is it just me? Or do you also have like tremendous contempt for the audience.
Hate them. Can't stand them.
Like, I hate the fans.
They're the worst. I want to turn a weapon on them and
Wow.
then onto myself.
I just want to tell them, fuck off.
Oh no, the video's still going.
Wait, how is it going that way?
Lounge. Quick, cause a distraction.
Quickly.
Uh-oh. Now the Spanish version of this same video has started playing. Wait, quick, what's the Spanish word for weapons?
Armas.
Is it?
Armas. Quesca armas.
Are they really doing the video
No, I'm
over in
doing
Spanish?
I'm doing the Spanish intro, baby.
Okay, maybe something like, welcome to this Spanish version. It is exactly the same content. Instead, it is a lot sexier. A beautiful weather woman has entered the room, and we shall make sweet music together. Bing, 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 bing. It's like clicking on the maracas. Fuck, this is gonna be a 10-minute outro.
And then
Yeah,
I
it is.
drowned
5
myself in
minutes.
the toilet.
Yes.
Oh.
Hitman style.
Alright, bye, ordinary thing.
Okay. That was a video. That was quite the video. I didn't realize it was gonna be like that. I thought they were just gonna be like looking through history at some odd or weird weapons. No, they were just really talking about random things. That seems to be what Incognito mode is, because like I think the only other Incognito video or Incognito mode video I did was Future, and that was with JonTron, but that was actually the first part of the Culture video by JonTron. So I kind of knew how that was going to go. I didn't realize Incognito mode is pretty much always like this. So let me know if there's other videos or if there's anything else you want me to react to. I do read every single one of your comments, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you're subscribed so you don't miss future videos. But until the next one, take care and keep the music.
We were playing